Greetings, greetings. Hello. How's everyone doing? It's Anissa Marie. I do apologize. I have not been on here in a while. I haven't made any videos in a while. I don't know. I don't know if I've not been inspired. I think I just have been having a case of low energy. But at any rate, here I am. I'm going to try to work harder at getting these videos out. I'm going to have to start discipline myself to knock them out. I have so much content and so many things I want to talk about, so many things I want to share with you guys. So with that being said, let's just get into the wine of the evening. Stella Rosa Black. This one and the original one. This is the best wine I've had all year. I'm telling you. I haven't found another one to beat this. This is it. Target has it. Total Wine has it. I'm sure Walmart has it. But this is it. This is the wine. And of course, Sam's Club. So get your bottle of that. It's very good. It's sweet. It's rich. It goes with everything. All right, so what I wanted to talk about briefly, and this portion, let me just say this. So I have on YouTube, I have a page called Collective Creators. And that page is really, about my manifestation videos. I'm talking about, your spirituality versus religion. More and more people are getting, more spiritual. They're starting to really want to know about their roots and where they came from. And, they want to talk to me about crystals, and they want to talk to me about, their ancestors and learning about their past lives and, all different things. There's a lot of different things that I'm studying and I'm learning. And as I'm going, I'm trying to share those things with you because I'm learning so much, So anyway, that is called Collective Creators. So you'll see that as the heading. And the Out of the Blue portion is just another segment that talks about current events. Okay, just out of the blue. It'll be out of the blue topic. So that's how we'll do that. So all my content that I'll do here, that I'm like right now, what I'm getting ready to talk about, this is out of the blue content. Out of the blue content, I'll leave it. I will leave it on, on Instagram and Facebook. But my Collective Creators content, that will be exclusively for my YouTube family, because those videos are a little bit more, topic oriented for people seeking, to learn more about and discover their spirituality and their spiritual growth. So I don't want to confuse the two. I don't want to mix those up, because you may not necessarily be wanting to talk about, crystals and candles and incense and, sage and, all kind of different things. And then also talk about, voting, or talk about Black Lives Matter, or talk about investment groups or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to confuse or mix it through, and I don't want to confuse and mix myself up either. I want to keep it separate. So with that being said, this is your Out of the Blue portion with Anissa Marie. I just wanted to go ahead and just break that down for you. So what we'll talk about right now quickly, and I'm going to make these videos under 15 minutes. They'll be short. What I want to talk to you about briefly right now is out of the blue. I'm just going to do a little personal stuff real quick. So, I'm writing a book. I'm trying to get this book done. This is hard to do because I'm still a mother, still a wife, I'm still a nurse. I'm still trying to juggle all these different things. But anyway, I'm working on my book. I'm working on a book, and and I feel good about it. I feel great about it if I can just get it done. And I started decorating my home for the holidays. This is the best, perfect time of the year is the fall. Not because this is my birthday month, which was last month, but because all of the leaves are falling. All the leaves are falling and, well, excuse me, they're all changing color. And they're all falling and they're all going to just be so beautiful. They're going to be so many beautiful colors. And then they're going to wither away and they're going to die. And so at that point, everything, is shedding. You know what I mean? It's just like shedding layers and layers and layers of the old stuff, of the old year, of this 2020 year. Shedding all this stuff and then just sitting back and waiting on a harvest. Waiting to you sit back and watch God, open doors and work his magic in your life. All the things, all the seeds that you've sown throughout the year, all the good deeds that you've done throughout the year, all of the good things that you've, done and started and accomplished. You'll sit back and you'll watch these things, it's gonna look like it's gonna be cold and dreary and bleak and all of that. It's gonna look, kind of dry for a little while. But that's when God is working some magic, honey, because when you shed all those old layers, new things start to be, planted. And well, they're already planted, but new things start to grow. New things start to arise and manifest. That means within, in your soul, in your spirit, you start thinking of different things, layers upon layers, are starting to come off. You're starting to peel all the old off and all the new is coming. It's like a rose growing through concrete. You're coming up out the crack and you're going to bloom. You're going to bloom, in the spring. So this the fall and the winter is coming and it doesn't have to be so bad. So just know that this is the best time of the year for recreating yourself, rededicating your life and affirmations and just, finding what it is that you really want to do and sitting back and writing down a plan and figuring all that out. So I'm going to talk. It's hot. I have my air on. I don't know. Maybe it's a hot flash, honey. I don't know. So I'm going to talk to you briefly about the election. Trump versus Biden. I don't know. Do I vote for the devil? Do I vote for the devil? I guess I'm voting for the devil. I don't know. I don't trust either one of them. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't care what you got to say. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not on trust. And you know what? I'm not going to say I'm the best judge of character, but I'm usually able to filter, two very different opposing people. You know what I mean? Like I can sit in a room and I can see the good and bad, in everybody. With these two people, Trump, we already know who that is, and then this Biden and Harris ticket, I'm not impressed and I'm not convinced. And I won't really get into my personal reasons why because it doesn't matter. That's my personal reason why. All you care about is if I vote or not. So I'll say this. I'm still listening to the debates. I'm still, watching, to hear from, both sides. And I've been talking to my kids about voting and why we should vote. My children have been talking to me about voting, and they can't wait till they can vote. And they've been talking to me saying that if I don't vote, it's like giving Trump a win if I don't vote. So, I'm having some thoughts about it, But with that being said, one thing that I did do, I did get on the website last week and I checked my address to make sure that I was registered to vote with the correct address and I was within my district and know where I'm supposed to go vote. So I did do that. And I was glad I was able to get online and see that. And that was very interesting because I was able to see how they put me in a classification each time I voted. And there was some non-truths to some of that stuff. Like one year they said I didn't have a class, or I didn't have a party that I've selected. I don't remember doing that, but at any rate, get out there and vote, y'all. Get out there and, hey, look, my ancestors, they stand behind me. They hold me up. They give me courage. They give me information. I know they died, for my right to vote. I know that. So with that being said, I'm going to definitely continue to watch the debates and see what these jokers is talking about. Okay. Voting matters. You can't really have a say about anything if you don't go out and vote, As far as the coronavirus, let's just say I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful that I have tested negative again. This is probably about the 10th test I've had. I'm telling you what, you guys know I was petrified earlier this year working the COVID unit. I really was. So, yeah, I'm negative. Let's just say that. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. Okay. I'm not going to talk too much about that because, I'm a nurse and I don't want to lose my job. With that being said, let's go to something that I do know a lot more about, and I can talk about it freely, openly, and without any constriction. So recently in the news, we heard that Chrissy Teigen and John Legend suffered a miscarriage. It was today's the 11th. That was September the 30th, and Nicki Minaj and her husband welcomed a baby girl on September the 30th. That was my birthday. So both of those people had a loss and a blessing. Well, congratulations to Nicki. I'm happy for her. She's been wanting to be a mother for a long time. She deserves that. So I'm really, really happy and excited for her and her husband. The miscarriage, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I can talk about it now because I'm healed from it, but it's definitely a part of my fabric. Me and my husband, we had those that know me closely or personally, they know me and my husband earlier in our marriage, we lost three babies. Yeah, we had 3 miscarriages. One baby, actually, we delivered her, and she passed about 3 hours after she was born. We named her Brianna Angel Bass. I was about 21 weeks pregnant, and that was very, very stressful. So I'll probably talk about all of that, in my book, the not the relationship book. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna put that in the relationship book or not. I think so. Yeah. So in the book called Everlasting Love that my husband and I are writing, I will have a section in there about miscarriage, or about, how difficult it was for us to get pregnant, and what that did, the strain, that it put on our relationship, before, during, and after, This is October. This is it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is. But it's also, I believe, domestic violence. I don't think it's miscarriage month or loss month. I have to check that. I'm not sure. But ladies, the one thing that I will tell you to do when you're dealing with loss, or when you're dealing with miscarriage, it gets better. Okay? There is a light at the end of the tunnel. For me, it was a 3-year journey into depression. You know, I was medicated for sleep, medicated for nerves, anxiety, and just overall sadness. For me, the only thing that made it right or made it better was having another baby. So I thank God for that, because that didn't have to be. It didn't have to be so. God didn't have to bless me and Anthony to be parents again. Anaya came shortly after that, and then Autumn came, and we had already had Natasha. So I would just say journal, write down everything, find a support, find somebody that you can talk to. Or if you can't talk to anybody, talk to God. Talk to yourself. Write everything down. Get your feelings out. I have journals. I have logs of information about how I felt when all this was going on. So I'm able to dig back and look back through those journals. That's very, very important. I can put a lot of those lessons inside of my book, that's going to really help somebody. And I realize that it's important for me to be very transparent with that, because somebody somewhere is going through a loss, and I realize now, I didn't realize way back then when it was happening, that me going through that was not for me. That was for somebody else. That was for somebody else, for me to help somebody else. So with that being said, I'm going to stop this video because I'm in at 16 minutes right now, and I said I was going to stay under 15. So you guys just get out there and vote. Make sure you make your vote count. Find out information on both sides. And, if you're in a situation where you are you're feeling depression or anxiety, or you're dealing with loss, just remember that this pain doesn't last always. And the lesson that is learned from it is going to help somebody else one day. Okay. It's a lesson in everything, every trial, every triumph, every loss, every win that we endure. There's a lesson in it for us. And there's always a lesson in it for someone else. Okay. So you guys be blessed. Don't forget to go get your Stella Rosa wine. And this has been Anissa Marie with Out of the Blue.